Testing. Okay. It's been way too long. Excuse me for the clearing my throat. I just finished eating. But yeah, we're so back. I have had quite an eventful past couple of months. Although I guess I should wait for the ad roll to the pre-roll ads to finish before I start yapping, I suppose. I wonder if this is even worth putting up on the usual channels to announce. Probably should. I think that one should be enough. Maybe Zens as well. I think that's enough. We're just making a comeback. I'm not trying to make too big a scene, I suppose. But yeah, we're back. It has been what, close to about 2-3 months since the last since the last stream. Unstable bitrate. That doesn't seem promising. Why do you do this to me, internet? You know what? It's fine. We'll continue. As I was yapping, it has been quite some time since the last stream. I think we're gonna ease on in with some regular Noida. Maybe take care of a couple of simpler quests that we haven't completed yet. So I guess without further ado, let's swap on over. Actually, it's been so long I forgot to check that everything was actually showing properly. Where are you, Noida? There you are. All right. So let's swap on over here. And we're back. It feels good to be back, if I'm being quite honest. It's been way too long. I do want to double check what this continues about. I don't remember leaving an in progress file, but couldn't hurt to check, I suppose. Let's see what this is. Okay, nope, that's that was from when we did the I believe this was from a community run. That's not gonna fly. Let's just new game here. And I forgot to check that the mod was off, so that's probably gonna need a new game as well. Yep. Okay, let's see. We don't want any of this. Streamer wants yes, that's fine. Don't want that. Completely new game with all mods off. Or all intrusive mods off, I should say. Why is the game audio so low? It's a little better, I suppose. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? We have a couple of quests we need to finish. We still need to kill several bosses. We do have a Mestari kill. So we don't need to go after Mom. We can probably do Meat Realm. it looks like. We need to kill the meat realm Squidward. There's several other bosses that we need to kill. We could do Deer God. Let's see what we're in the mood for as we go through. I think the most important thing right now is just to shake the rust off. Been way too long since I've properly played the game even. Been just absolutely busy with work the last couple of months. Which, speaking of, I've been doing pretty well with work, I suppose. It's been an interesting couple of months for sure. But I've caught up on a lot of things, which is always good. No longer have to worry about being behind on like certain bills and such, so that's always nice to just get that breath of fresh air. What else? Thanks to work, I have been a lot more active recently, so I would say I'm more fit than I was when I started working. Probably. So I don't really have a basis to measure that on, since before I started working there, I didn't actively track how fit I was. Okay, the full clown car is out to get me here. Alright, that wasn't too bad. But yeah, fitness has been improving. Build situation has been sort of tamed, I suppose. Not really sure what word I would use to describe it. Okay. But yeah. And due to all of the work, I've barely had time to really do much in this game. Is oil non-conductive? Huh. I guess that makes sense. If oil were conductive, it would just immediately catch fire. Now I'm wondering, is oil actually an insulator in like actual real life terms? I don't want to look that up now. Okay. Crazy how a simple shift in perspective. Ow. Ow. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting there. Crazy to think that a simple change in perspective on how you see things will trigger random questions in the mind. Like I would never even think to question if oil was a an electrical insulator or not in my day-to-day regular life. Do I want fireball? No. What are you? Okay, I mean, it's not the best spell, but it is a 10-7 wand, so I'll take it. Let's see here. What are you? Magic arrow, okay. Could be our our interim attack wand until we find something a little better. Rude. I did see, or I have been watching Dunk streaming as of late, since I've had at least enough time to just chill out for a bit before passing out every night. So I have been seeing what shenanigans he's been up to, and a lot of the recent stuff has been rather interesting, at least from my point of view. I have been wanting to mess around and do the 34 orb quest that he just recently completed for the god knows how many time, but it has been something that I've been wanting to do for at least a little while anyway. Wyrm pheromone, I guess. The only thing with the 34 orb quest, though, at least with the way that I play, is you have to use that weird calculator thing, and I don't know how I feel about that, since aside from cosmetics, like unless I'm trying to actively mod the game with like apotheosis or what have you, I try to play as vanilla as possible. And I suppose the argument could be made that you're not really altering the game by using the calculator, but it still feels kind of cheaty, if that makes sense. Like the intended, I guess, method of finding the 34th orb is to just get extremely lucky, right? It's like a 1 in a god knows how many thousandths of a chance. At least that was what was calculated, right? But also, that's really freaking annoying. Free my gold. Please? I would like this gold. Yeah, I'm not getting this gold. Yep, that's gone. Okay. There's a heart up there, though. But yeah, that is maybe something to consider for a future run. 34 orb. Maybe for some sort of arbitrary goal that we set at some point. Kind of just thinking out loud at this point. Ooh, acid. I guess that is better digging than this. But we are gonna need magic missile to break the wall for the dark cavern if we want to go there. I think we'll leave that there for now. We'll come back for it if we really need it. Not small enough to fit through there. Of course. Yep, that's just gonna burn over there. Cool. Goodbye, whiskey. Speaking of whiskey, I recently went out for a friend's birthday, and it's been a while since I actually stepped or had the means to really like enjoy a night out. That was a very nice change of pace. Definitely a much needed change of pace in my opinion. Especially considering the last job I had was not exactly 24/7, but goddamn if it didn't feel like it. And then prior to that, you know, not being employed and all that stuff, it all kind of wears you down. Not being able to just enjoy things. At least in this city that I live in, kind of required to have some sort of money if you're going out at any point. Everything is just so expensive out here. It's actually ridiculous. But it is what it is. Can't exactly move because that would be an even bigger expense that I could handle than I could handle at the moment. Are you done burning? Nope. Okay, let's see. So we are probably gonna have to use the acid ball. Might not be enough. Almost there. There's that. Now we gotta make a hole here. Yep, there goes that. Okay, so let's go pick up that acid wand. Which I hopefully remember is somewhere at the bottom down that way. That's a lot of humus. Hamis. I've also been thinking. I've been wanting to pick up another language recently. I'm kind of undecided which one I should go for next. This Japanese is great and all, but I very rarely use it. Oh, it's to the point where it's more of a party trick at this point. Like, hey, did you know I can speak 3 languages? And one of them includes a Far Eastern language that has nothing to do with anything that I've ever done ever in my life. On a professional or personal level. Why did I learn, you ask? For completely innocuous reasons. Well, I guess that could be said for a lot of things that people learn. Kind of just learn it because you can or because you want to. Or I guess because you're forced to in the case of school sometimes. Wonder if acid on this. Let's test something here. Don't need the worm pheromone. Actually, more science. Purifying powder on worm pheromone does make water. Okay. Interesting. Purifying powder really just does turn everything into pure water. I wonder if that'll do it with this as well. It does. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. But let's not let it evaporate everything. Still want some teleportatium. Out there. Okay, did not mean to do that. Oh no. The acid is less buoyant than it's more dense, less dense than teleportatium. That's fine. That's not fine. Hmm. Okay, well, guess that stays there then. Anything else interesting over here? I don't see any shiny things. That's another clown car. And we're back to the beginning area. Alright, so let's just go back to the dark cave. It doesn't look like there's anything else to be gained from exploring the area here. We've effectively explored the full place. Didn't even get that much. I think we got 2 hearts. That's fine, I suppose. I already forgot what that was. That purifying powder just did not disappear, huh? That way. Although I guess I could burn a hole through the wall with the acid, but that's a lot of work. Alright, let's see. What have we got here? Painful. Okay, don't drown in the flammable gas. That might be a good first step to take. I don't have any dark vision, so we're probably gonna have to blind navigate the cavern. We're going into the first holy mountain with 3 hearts out of the first zone is not bad. Probably get rid of this swamp water as well. Actually, I could probably use this as a fire catalyst, right? Maybe? Nope. I guess, since it turns into peat in the air, then we can just kick the barrel over. That should work. Kaboom. There we go. That should burn for a little while at least. Extra oil. I don't think we're gonna make that shot, but we'll try. Yeah, no, that's definitely not gonna work. That would have to be such a ridiculous kick. Oh, that was actually close. Go, 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 go. Nah, that's that. I'm tired of trying. Let's check and see if the water's done exiting the premises. Not quite. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just destroy it. You know, it's weird. Acid in water in real life doesn't typically elicit this sort of reaction. It doesn't just destroy itself into vapor or some sort of flammable gas. At least I guess depends on the compound, I suppose, but most of them will kind of just sit in some sort of water mixture, right? It doesn't actively combine with H2O. And if it does, it sort of just becomes another inert material, an inert liquid. I don't think it turns into gas necessarily. Although I could be wrong. I'm not a chemistry major, so there may be cases where that does happen that I'm just not aware of. Get rid of some of this water here. We've got 8 shots left. This should be relatively empty now. This one goes forward. Help, I can't see. Up? No. There we go. Oh, that was the regen. Okay, well, that means the HP up is on the top, which is fine. Gotta figure out how to get up there. Did drain enough liquid that I think it's probably Old Faithful. Very nice. Okay. Now we get out of here before some sort of mage follows us out of the temple to the left. Alright, so what are we doing here? Hold on to a couple of these. Get rid of this. 53, 52. This does fire faster, so we'll keep this on here. Put that there, get rid of you, get rid of... the 110 mana charge is nice, but they are both shuffle anyway, so we'll just put this here. Alright, what are we working with? Always cast Magic Missile could be useful. At least for how early we are in the game right now. I have a trigger for those Giga Discs. Gas Blood, Electricity, Stronger Hearts. Stronger Hearts is not a bad choice. Gas Blood might be okay. It does give us buoyancy, but then we are super flammable if we take damage. That delay is kind of crazy. Let's take this. He's on here. Probably end with one of these, just to bolster the damage a bit. Electricity. I don't want to take it in case we blow up metallic barrels and mines and such. Return would be more useful if we had a trigger of some kind. I think our only way out of the mountain reasonably would be if we use the acid. That's what we're gonna do. Also, why is there why is there a lantern embedded in the floor here? One of these lanterns. Why? That's such a weird terrain generation. Oh no. Uh-oh. Nope. No. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is so bad. Okay. We're good? We're good. Die. No, he didn't die. Okay. Okay, that was almost really bad. An excellent waste of our of our healing there. Probably should have taken stronger hearts before that, but that's fine. That didn't make it all the way down, so we gotta get the reload or refresh. You know what? I think we're gonna take stronger hearts. There's literally no reason not to. Okay. Refresh mod. Not terrible. Or reduce recharge. Do that instead of the magic arrow, maybe. Not terrible. What are you? 3.6 second recharge. No, thank you. Actually, are any of these wands decent? 10 recharge. 50. Nope. Okay. Figured I should check. Ouch. Rude. This seems an interesting route. That's something. There's definitely something there. This is gonna go boom. Soon enough, hopefully. Come on. Do the thing. Or okay, there we go. No. Useless. Well, not useless, but not as useful as I would like it to be. Ow, rude. What are you? And I dig you out of there. Not like that. I should probably put water in this flask. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Always cast magic missile is looking real good right about now. Probably go back for that. Anything over here? Nope. Kaboom. Less kaboom and more just burning. Come on, game, give me something good. Not necessarily begging, but I'm pleading a little bit. Please and thank yous and all that. Magic missile, magic missile, magic missile. I might hold on to one of these for future use. Light spell kind of useless. Swap that. What's the recharge on this? 53 plus point. I want to say 0.3 from magic missile. 1 second cast delay. Okay, that's gonna be a very slow firing wand. Another wand down there. You've got a wand. With pure modifiers, okay. And a double spell. Which I guess we could use here. We'll come back for that later though. Hello, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, scary. I almost landed in a pool of toxic. This is fine. Something took the wand from here. That's not good. Oh, lovely. He's dead. Thank you, World Gen, for taking care of that. More... more spark bolts. Lovely. Let's... What the hell happened up here? That was odd. I don't generally see those guys attacking the lava bugs. I'm sure it's fine. Take a little bit of gold. There's a worm out here somewhere, I think. Unless... maybe explosions? Oh, go quick. I don't need rock spirits. Okay, good enough. Get out of there before that falls on us. Oh, we had plenty of time. Oh, we had so much time. What? Okay, well. What I get for freaking out, I guess. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Okay, okay, okay. Rude? So much rude. Get wrecked. Okay. 35 HP, okay, not bad. More slime. That was odd. That just loaded in so late. Look at that. We weren't even traveling all that fast. That's very strange. Kaboom. No. Our magic missile it is. This is probably where the explosions were happening. That's why the screen was rumbling. Come back here. Don't see anything. Oh, there's a mimic burning. That's always fun. I wonder what the formation was. Probably one of those water-filled wood basin things, maybe? That's a lot of gunpowder. Don't ask why I said it like that. I don't even know myself. Let's just get rid of some of that. Or not. Okay. Just blow it up, I guess. I need to be reserved with infinite magic missile. Oh my god, there's so much. Okay, over to fungal caverns, I suppose. Let's see. Hopefully there's something good over that way. There definitely doesn't seem to be anything on this side. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Did you burn? No. They're not dead yet either. Freezing liquid, come back. No, I can't get to it. It's over. 15% freezing liquid is not too bad. The ice might be a problem though. Ouch, 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 ouch. Please don't hurt me. I'm just a little guy looking for wands. Oh, good mana charge, terrible recharge time. Even with this, that would be what, 52, 55? Not great. Yeah, melt him, melt him. Fight, fight, fight. Didn't fight good enough. Oh my god, there's so many of those. Okay, did not mean to do that. Please, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. I want to go home. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but still scary. Homebringer, 77, no. Still not what we're looking for. Also scary. Hey, calm down there. That did nothing. Okay. Hey, there we go. Easy win. Never panicked. Slime potion. Ooh, that's a lot of good stuff on there. Okay. Let's head back to the Holy Mountain. If we're allowed to. Famous nest. Oh no! Okay, well, we can just use this to our advantage, I suppose. Please? Oh no. Yeah, no, this is actually fine. Yeah, we did the thing. We survived somehow. More acid, although red glimmer could be very useful. Oh, hold on. That's 15, I think? 13. Oh, but that's cast delay, not recharge. Never mind. We need more recharge time reduction, although I think with digging bolt and recharge reduction, that's 50, right? You should be able to make use of that red wand. Was 88? Not exactly the best. We will be able to make a decent digging wand out of the drill though, at least. It is a 0 cost if I remember correctly. Yes, okay. But we didn't bring the red wand with us, which is quite annoying. Let's see. 50, 13. We can probably use this. Hold on to this, get rid of you. This. That's not doing what I wanted to. There we go. Does that do it without this? No, okay. Oh, there. 3-7. Put the triple in there for less spread. Deuce, horizontal, crit. Do get the summon hollow egg, but we no longer need it since we are breaking our way out of the mountains. Decisions. Bubble spark trigger could be interesting. But that does open up the Giga Disc as a viable projectile. For now, I think this is fine. You leave this here. We have one space. No longer need acid digging since we have this. At least for normal material anyway. I forgot this thing shoots off sparks as it digs. That could have been very bad. Getting caught underneath all of that gunpowder. Probably get rid of this. Hello. Broken wand? Don't see myself making too much use out of that. There's a robot down there. Of course, that's sealed off. Broken teleportation potion. Should probably drain that away. Okay, well, that didn't work quite the way I wanted it to. Ouch. Well, we got rid of them. That's the important thing, I suppose. Oh no, how did I get myself stuck? There we go. More teleportation. Okay. Ow. Rude. I'll do it. That's a teleporting robot. That's not good. That's a big wand. Oh my goodness. I know of at least one person that would be very excited to see this. Okay, let's not risk that. What are you? 95 is not bad. Recharge 65. Could maybe make this one work. That's the wrong one to be shooting. Something cracked over here. Not entirely sure what it was. Hopefully it wasn't anything important. Alright, I think this is probably our final wand edit in this area, and then we go down for the next heal. Which is a little unfortunate, given that we don't have very much to work with here, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Let's not forget our acid wand. We're gonna need that to break out of the next mountain. Let's see. This. Oh. Goes here, right? This. This? I mean, it's not ideal, but should work. That's too much. I mean, it's a little unwieldy, but it'll get the job done, I suppose. Could maybe do this. Yeah, no, that's definitely not gonna work. How to do this? What if we do this, perhaps? Nope. Bubble. This is still wrapping over to the next spark bolt. Why is that? Oh no, it's grabbing this. Okay, I see. It's inside of that. So we want... I think we just want this out at the end, right? Still, it's always gonna grab two at the end. Yeah, okay. Which is fine, it's not a huge loss. Crit Plus isn't gonna do much of anything here in this situation. We can get rid of the spread, we can get rid of this. Might hold on to a Summon Hollow just in case. Speed up is always useful. Already got a double spread. 250-50. We'll use this for acid. You get this, put it here. And it's not ideal, but it is something, I suppose. Actually, I could probably... No, that's not great. That might be a little better damage-wise, since we are grouping the crit every second round. I'm sure it's fine. That's a pheromone potion. We'll take that. Get rid of you. Not the fire. Okay. Very nice. Let's see, what have we got here? Always cast Ice Charge. Lumi Drill is not bad. If we find an add mana, that'd be very useful. Otherwise, nothing spectacular. Okay. Does he drown? He does not drown if I remember correctly. So let's just... Oh. Okay, well. Not quite what I had in mind. Okay, that was rude. I don't think he has a way up here, right? Wow. I forgot about the shield doing that. Okay. Did not know the acid ball could act as a projectile shield, but that works. Come on, Steve. I have a funny thing to show you over here. You just follow me a bit. See, isn't that hilarious? Alright, I don't really like any of these. Not super convinced by any of them. We'll hold off for now. Okay, rude game. Did I leave my... No, okay. I was about to ask if I left my digging up there, but... I combined it into the attack wand. Aren't I just the smartest? Don't answer that, I already know the answer. Blocked damage? What the hell is it blocking? Crits, maybe? I don't think there's any damage modifier on this, right? Weird. What did I shatter? That's unfortunate. Hello. Off-screen snipers. Always a joy. Okay. Interesting situation to drop into. Ouch. Okay. That was not expected. Explosions, electrical explosions maybe? A lot of flashing. Oh, that's teleportating. Oh. I don't have the space for it. Two snipers. Okay, well. That worked, I suppose. No! There goes the pheromone potion. That is very unfortunate. I don't even know how that cracked. Was it a chunk of ice that fell? That's so dumb. Not great. Yep, electrical explosions. Okay. Oh, you almost flew into that. Gotta be more careful. What is this? Electric bounce with unstable crystals. That's interesting. More acid. Okay. Hi, Sniper. Glad you could join us. Where are all of these CC coming from? They were not there when I first teleported away. Pretty sure this area was basically clear, aside from like the two snipers. Ouch. Rude. Stop. So many Hisi everywhere. You would think they had a base around here somewhere. Surely that's not the case, right? Hello. No. Extra no. That's scary. $2.95. Invisibilium. Okay, don't mind if I do. Not the water to the invisibilium. It will turn it into water. No. A little canal here just in case. Little escape route for the water. Or we could just empty it out this way. Ooh, that's huge. Okay. Not firing as quickly as I would have hoped. A lot of worm blood though. Delicious. Delicious night vision. Alright, so now that we have that, we should probably take advantage. Damn it! To take advantage of this and go into the magic temple. If I could find it. Levitadium, do not need. Toxic gas. That way. Okay, heart mage. Do not kill my heart mage, please. Kinda want to use his ability if I can. Maybe not so soon though. Ouch. Okay, I'm dead. Yep. God damn it. That's so unfortunate. I am so out of practice. I could try one more. Or I could maybe go back to Silksong for a little bit. Have been meaning to continue that on stream. Although, full disclosure, I did play off stream for a while, and yeah, I made far more progress than I intended. Actually, seeing as it's 2 in the morning, I will probably, or 1:30 rather. I get 2. I am going crazy. In any case, I need to ease my way back into streaming. I do not have the talking stamina that I had from a couple months ago when I was doing this almost every day. Or prior to a few months ago when I was doing this every day. So I think I'm gonna call it there. It's a bit of a short stream, only about an hour, but we're easing back in. I'll probably stream again in a few hours, maybe. Depending on when I get up and finish chores and all that. Might do more Silksong. It's been a while and I do want to get back into that properly, like I said. So maybe look forward to that. But yeah, I think we're about ready to wrap up here. I also need to figure out why my model is jittering with the new settings. So I might need to put some work into that. But yeah. I don't know if anybody's been watching. If you have, thank you very much. All attention is very much appreciated. I hope you all have a good rest of your day or evenings wherever you are. Anybody watching YouTube VOD, Lord knows why you're doing that, but thank you. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one, everybody.